Namaste, Jai Bharat. Because of the policies of the present President Donald Trump, when he came first time, he was slightly better. Because of these policies, I think the people of America shall be in problem because their economy shall have to face it. Their prices shall go up. See, America doesn't mean it's only the land of rich men. There may be rich men, but much less than what you find in Bharat. And they don't have that kind of socialistic principle in the society. If you have, you have not. Poverty is no crime. As Fyodor Dostoevsky wrote in one of his novels, I think he said that in US, in America, if you don't have it, you don't have, that's it. So there are many people who are not very rich in America and who will need cheap things, and their cost of production is more. The things are expensive in America, and the common people were rather comfortable with the supply from China and Bharat, etc. Now, if you stop that, your people will suffer. Their money value will go down. There will be problem with the value of the currency. Inflation is a possibility. All those things a statement should understand instead of going after fancies and self-created self-esteems. So there may be problems in the US internally, and the other states within the US. They are a kind of federal system, not like Bharat. We are a union. We are not federation. They are federations. We are a union. These two things are two different things. Though many people in Bharat mistake federalism with union. This is union of Bharat. So the other federations might find it difficult to agree with the president for several of his steps, which are flimsy and fanciful many times, based on ego, which a statesman is not supposed to have. A statesman is not supposed to be egoist. He's supposed to be selfless. Of course, these things the US people don't understand because they do not have that educational background, that knowledge background of selflessness. That knowledge background of selflessness is taught in the Hindu Sanskriti, in the Vedas, in the Upanishads. For example, Tena Tektena Bhunjita. What you search in the Google, you will find it. What is Tena Tektena Bhunjita? So these kinds of instructions were not given in your kinds of literature, spirituality, and things available to you. They are found in Hindu Dharma. And if you want to search with the Hindu Dharma, that's open to all. I'm not asking you to convert yourselves. No one can just become a Hindu. You have to be a Hindu. These are two different things. So, being and becoming, there's a gap. Ask Jean-Paul Sartre, he will tell you what's the gap between being and becoming. That's a different story. And you just don't become just like that, but you have to be. And you have to be through a process of refinement, spatikarna, what you call in Sanskrit, and so on and so on and so on. So selflessness must be one of the prime quality of a statesman, which many people don't have. Well, you will find it with the people of Hindu tradition, Buddhist tradition, Jain tradition, etc. Though you don't find that thing so evidently in China, because China, though our Buddhists are unfortunately following communist principles for their political reasons, not economic reasons. For economically, China is a capitalist country, but politically, for the kind of iron curtain rule, they are still following communism. Not really Marxism, but their kind of communism. Maybe even not even Maoism. So you don't understand. This statement is supposed to be selfless. He has to look for the welfare of the people. If you read history of Bharat, which of course the post independent left radical Islamist historians of the race. A race means is covered, is not taught in the schools those days. Now, of course, it's getting taught. People start realizing who was Harshavardhan and what was Vijayanagara Samrajya, etc. So, you find such a selflessness from the kings and the emperors of Bharat. They were for the people. They were for the people, their subjects, and their nation. That, of course, is not available to you. You think when someone becomes an authority, the authority is that he himself. Not just because of a being, but it's because of the trust people put on you or provided to you, making you as an instrument of the people. That's the best way you look at democracy. So, when people are not selfless, they would go by egoism. They would want the whole world to dance according to them. Precisely like this. This is what dictators often do. They think they are something and they're beyond death. They think they are something. These people do that. They people think such kind of things one should cleanse their soul of this kind of impurities. Anyway, this is the case. So, unfortunately, these things happen, keeps happening. So there are a lot of confusions, and they say so many things, and they don't follow it up. Let's see what happens through all those things. They would ask, they're telling Bharat not to go for this, not to go for that. Do not buy oil from Russia. Do not buy from this, that, etc. They wanted Bharat to buy their so-called stealth, invincible fighter aircraft F-35. That, of course, Bharat said, we are not buying from you. That's it. Finally, we said, we are not buying from you. What we buy, where we buy from, who we buy from, should be our choice. It's our money, in the sense, it's our people's money, our farmers' money. So we'll have our own decision ultimately. We should not go by what you think prescribed. So this creates confusion, and such leaders shall be unpopular, and people won't support you. So this price rise, confusions, miseries, and problems for the common people in US would ultimately make possibly the President Trump very unpopular, and I don't think he will get a mandate that he would like to have if he goes for election next time. And this is a situation within the US, and all the frustration, they don't take it on others. We are of our own people, as I told you some time back. Whatever you speak in English, we don't understand because English is not our language. You speak in Hindi, of course we may understand. So this problem shall go on. You may have internal problems, all kinds of might. The US possesses something, but the debt of US, how much debt they are in, one should see. How much of money they have to pay as interest, you must see. And what is the income, that also you must see. The things won't go on like this for a permanently long time. Until the US checks themselves, we are thinking. Until the US corrects their ways, checks themselves, the people are going to suffer for somebody's fancies and follies. Think that shall be better. For a better world, we shall meet again. Namaste. Jai Bharat, Jai Sri Ram.